Hey everybody, Northwood Yankee here. Born and raised in the North. I've decided to do my channel based on everyday things that I do, normal life for me. So give me some time. This is not a full-time job for me like it is for some people. I put my stuff up and make my recordings as time allows. Things I'll be doing and things you'll be seeing if it interests you is we're going to be swinging chainsaws, doing radio stuff, uh, jarring and canning, home repairs, welding, tractor work, vehicle repairs, running sawmills, and a wide variety of things. That's just what we do up here. So if these things interest you, check things out, follow me, and hit subscribe, hit that like button, drop comments. Feel free to ask questions. So with that, take it easy. Cheaping yourself to death. A lot of people do it. Don't do it. Um, Spending a buck to save a dime. Same idea. What's the point? You're still in the hole, right? Um, so let's hit scratch tickets right off the get-go. We go get our scratch off tickets, spend $50 on scratch off tickets, didn't win anything. You're out 50 bucks. Tomorrow we go get $20 scratch off tickets, scratch them off, won $10. Good deal, you won some money. Well, you're still behind, right? You spent $50 yesterday, $20 today, so that's 70. So it cost you $70 to get $10. You're still 60 bucks behind. With the hopes that maybe you'll get lucky and get ahead. Well, how far behind are you going to keep putting yourself hoping that you'll get lucky and get ahead? People do it every day. It's a habit. Another thing, uh, small business owners here will tell you, uh, I've done it, um, is people here are cheap in some cases. They want the best thing for the cheapest price. And that's kind of how it goes out here in the country. Of course, you have internet access out here in the country. And yeah, UPS, the mail, FedEx, they all deliver here. So I used to have a little gun store, all legal, had FFL. And I had a couple customers. They wanted everything cheap, 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 cheap. And they expected a little one-man operation in the country in a rural area to be competing with big online retailers like Gunbroker, Midway, Brownells. You can't. No, it doesn't work that way. So I used to have one guy come in from time to time. He'd want something. He'd always say, well, so I looked on the internet and, I already know what this is worth. Well, good for you. Then buy it on the friggin' internet, and then you could pay transfer fees and shipping fees. I don't care. Um, Little stores, whether it's a gun shop, whether it's a seed and feed shop, whether it's a little hardware store, they're not the internet. They're not Home Depot. They're not having thousands of customers a day walking through and buying merchandise. They're not having thousands and thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars a day or a week rotating around in inventory. They're not able to call up distributors and place $100,000 orders, therefore resulting in big discounts. No. When I had my little shop, I was placing $500, $600, maybe $1,000, $1,200 orders for ammo, guns, parts, pieces, and stock. I wasn't getting discounts. And that's how it goes for the little guys. Until you start moving a lot of merchandise for people, the big retailers, they don't care about you. Big distributors, rather. They don't care about you. So that's just how it rolls. So this same fellow, he came in one day and he wanted a magazine for his AR-15. And I think I had it on the shelf for $16.50. I think it was. A 30-round magazine. Oh, well, this store that's 55 miles away, a much bigger store that everybody knows about and everybody goes to, has it for $1 less. Well, good for them. They also have a huge store, a huge inventory. They are dealers for brand names. And maybe they have it for $1 less, but they're probably getting their supplies a lot cheaper than I was. But then we flip it around, and I was putting out ammunition by the box and ammunition by the case a lot cheaper than they were. And I will guarantee you that they were getting it cheaper than I was. But they were marking it up a lot more than I was. So my profit window was like this, and their profit window was, I don't know if I could stretch my fingers that wide. But people want, oh, I want the cheapest thing. That's how it rolls. So anyway, one of my local hardware store / lumberyards, a few years ago, a guy walked in there wanting a piece of plastic PVC pipe. Got a price on it. Oh no, that's too expensive. Home Depot has that for $2 less. It's cheaper there. You know what they told him? Well, then I guess you can go to Home Depot and get it. So he did. Well, Home Depot is a good, solid 1 hour round trip, plus gas. And it's a good 30-mile drive one way, so 60-mile round trip. So to this guy, it was worth to save $2 for what he could have picked right up in that store, right there in front of him. But he was so damn cheap. It was worth to save $2. He spent a better than an hour of his time to drive 60 miles round trip, plus his time, wear and tear on his vehicle, to go get that piece of pipe. Over $2 friggin'. Does that make sense to you? It happened. There's another guy here that has a fairly small feed and seed shop. He sells fertilizers, animal grain, hay, that type of stuff. And he's done pretty good with it the last few years. He started off in his own dooryard, selling it out of an 18-wheeler trailer, just a trailer. Then he was able to get enough business that he started leasing a old store that has been shut down for several years. He moved all his stuff up there. Well, now he's got a lease payment, right? So he has to pay to use that building. He's paying to heat that building. He's paying the electric bill. He's going to pay insurance. That building burns flat. He's gonna pay for all that stock in there. He's leasing a forklift to be able to move pallets around. He's stocking a lot more stuff now. Oh, he's also selling wood pellets. Um, that's what he does. Oh, he's selling chainsaws, chains, bar and chain oil, eggs. Down home country boy, and that's his business now. And he's seems to be doing pretty good at it. He's doing deliveries. So I guess it was probably 2 years ago now, maybe three. A guy comes into his store, wants 2 bales of hay. I think the price was $6.50. Oh no, I'm not paying $6.50 for a bale of hay. The guy told him it's cheaper in the little city, which is 30 miles away, same place as Home Depot. $6 a bale there. So the store owner says, "Sorry, but it's $6.50 a bale." The store owner has money invested in procuring the hay. He has money invested in handling it and storing it. He has to keep that stuff dry. Can't sit outside. So the guy just wanted, like I said, two bales of hay, so he would have been up $13. Wouldn't do it. Because in the big city, it would have been $12. So he drove to the big city, 60-mile round trip, a good hour drive, to go get his 2 bales of hay to save a frigging dollar. One frigging dollar. I don't know about you, but I don't even think a Prius can go 60 miles through windy, twisty roads, up and down hills on less than $1 of gas. We'll even say $1 of gas. And the guy didn't have a Prius. So he spent more, much more, just in gasoline to go get the 2 bales of hay he wanted because he was too cheap to buy it locally and support a local business and spend 50 cents more per bale. Doesn't compute, right? You know, what's going on up here in the gray matter? It just makes you wonder. But, I mean, it's your money, spend it as you want. But I would think I would spend an extra dollar or an extra $2 locally rather than beat up my vehicle on these roads, spend at least an hour of my time, plus the time in the store there, plus more in fuel to go get it. Just like the lottery tickets, right? Why spend $1 to save a dime?